A delightful good morning to all aspirants. The greatest glory in living lies in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. With this quote of Nelson Mandela, we warmly welcome you all to the yet another episode of Civilspedia's daily current affairs analysis for the day of 23rd November, brought to you by ShankarIASAcademy. And we also kindly request your subscription to the ShankarIASAcademy YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon for receiving on-time notification. And here are the list of topics taken for today's discussion. And the first topic is Aravalli Hills or Aravalli Ranges, and the second topic is about the Tejas aircraft, and that topic is the festival known as the Sangai Festival of Manipur, and the fourth topic is the Code on Social Security 2020, and the fifth topic is about the Prelims Focus, where we discuss about the important current affairs from the prelims point of view. Supreme Court accepts Centre's definition of Aravalli Hills, bans grant of fresh mining leases. So with this news article from The Hindu, we will get to know more about the need for this definition and its significance, and also about the geographical feature of Aravalli Hills. And why it is in news on 21st November, the Supreme Court has formally accepted the definition of, that is the uniform scientific definition of the Aravalli Hills or ranges by the Centre or the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and also issued a fresh ban over the mining lease across Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So with this we can easily infer that the extent of the Aravalli Hills or ranges will prevailing over the three Indian states of Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat, and also in one union territory, that is Delhi or the National Capital Region. And what is the Supreme Court accepted uniform definition? With related to the Aravalli Hill or ranges, a landform needs to qualify as an Aravalli Hill if it is located within the notified Aravalli district and has the elevation of more than or equal to 100 meters above the local relief. And this local relief includes the land enclosed by the lowest contour line and the supporting slopes and associated landforms, which is regardless of gradient. And with respect to the Aravalli ranges, a cluster needs to qualify as an Aravalli range if two or more Aravalli hills are located within the 500 meters of each other. So the 500 meters will be the minimum distance for demarking the Aravalli hills to be in a range and to be included as an Aravalli range, and the distance need to be taken into account will be from the lowest contour boundaries, which also includes the intervening landforms, slopes, hillocks and entire area between the contour boundaries need to be taken into account to be included as an Aravalli range. And here we can see the Aravalli ranges in the map of India, which is prevailing over the northeastern part of India from the northwestern part of India from northeast to southwest stretch, and it is considered as a world's one of the oldest fold mountain system belonging to the Archean or Proterozoic period, and this Aravalli ranges will act as a natural green barrier by preventing the eastward spread of Thar Desert. So we can easily see in this map, and it is also been considered as the natural groundwater recharge zone and the pollution barrier for the National Capital Region of Delhi by preventing the sandstorms from the northwestern part of India to have the influence over the National Capital Region of Delhi. And why the ban on fresh mining over the Aravalli ranges has been imposed? No mining leases has been provided to that region before the implementation or the finalization of management plan for sustainable mining has to be included. And what are the agencies which got included in the preparation of this management plan for sustainable mining? The agencies are Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change will prepare this plan for sustainable mining, and the ICFRE, that is Indian Council of Forest Research and Education, will assist the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to prepare this plan for sustainable mining. And what are the identification of zones that need to be mandated under this plan? The state has to scientifically map the areas which are to be mined and has to characterize or to categorize the permissible mining areas, ecologically sensitive zones, conservation critical areas, restoration priority areas has to be categorized, and this zone has to be mandatorily defined, and this mining to be allowed only in exceptional scientifically justified areas. Moving to the prelims practice question, which of the following reasons explain why the Aravalli ranges shows discontinuous hill structures? Option A, they are volcanic mountains formed in recent geological times. B, they are heavily weathered ancient fold mountains. Option C, they are fault block mountains created by rifting. Option D, they are formed due to plate subduction during Cenozoic era. So the answer for this question will be option B. They are heavily weathered and ancient fold mountains. So as we discussed earlier, it is considered as the one of the world's oldest fold mountain system belonging to the Archean and Proterozoic era, Proterozoic period. So the after years of denudation, it will be heavily weathered and appears to be the discontinued hill structures. So the option B will be the correct answer. Let's check. Yes. With this, we move to the next topic. In the recent Dubai Air Show, our indigenously developed light combat aircraft known as the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's Tejas fighter jet got caught in a tragic crash while showing its maneuverability, and the fighter pilot is also got killed in this exercise. So with this news article from the Indian Express, we will get to know more about the Tejas light combat aircraft and as well as the 4.5 generation Indian fighter jet. And what is this Hindustan Aeronautic Limited's Tejas fighter jet is of? It has been developed under the Light Combat Aircraft program, which started in the year of 1984, which is between 83 to 84, and the primary objective is to replace the age-old MiG-25, which is also a fighter jet from the Russian Federation technology, and it has to be replaced with the indigenously developed fighter jet. So this will be the primary objective with the for the generation or the production of Tejas aircraft, and the first prototype of this version will got the first flight in the year of 2001, and it got later formally inducted into the Indian Air Force only in the year of 2016. So formally there is an 15 years gap upon its induction into the Indian Air Force, and the first squadron got inducted in the year of 2016 under the name number 45 Flying Daggers, and it will be the 4.5 generation fighter aircraft and got manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So what are the specific features of this Tejas aircraft? It got the variant of single engine with the multi-role combat aircraft, and it also has the configuration of Conrad Delta wing, and it also has the capability of doing offensive air support, and it can also be inducted into the close combat roles and ground attack mission. And it also has the another variant which has the twin seat capacity or 2-seat variant, which is specifically for the fighter pilot training. And we also has to note about the features of Tejas Mark 1A, which got the specific feature of active electronically scanned array radar, which is a specific feature of this aircraft, and it also has the capability of mid-air refueling, and also equipped with the advanced avionic systems as well as the electronic warfare suits. And here is the picture of Tejas Mark 1A flying, and it also has the specific feature of very high frequency antenna or the ultra high frequency antenna, and it also equipped with the T-drop canopy and forward radar warning receiver and the countermeasure dispensing system, which releases flares upon the upcoming missile to evade from the upcoming missile. And what are the ongoing projects with related to this Tejas fighter jets? This Tejas Mark 1A, which has been upgraded version, which is currently under the large scale production of for the Indian Air Force, which got later included in the Indian Air Force. And the Tejas Mark II version, which is the medium weight fighter jet, will be under the development of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and the variant known as the twin engine deck based fighter, which got later included in the aircraft carriers of Indian Navy in the future. Moving to the prelims practice question, consider the following statement about Hindustan Aeronautics Limited Tejas light combat aircraft. First statement, it is a twin engine multi-role combat aircraft developed under the light combat aircraft program. And the second statement, Tejas Mark 1A is equipped with the active electronically scanned array radar. So which of the statements above is are incorrect? So in this question they have asked about the incorrect statement, and the first statement was incorrect because it is not a twin engine, it is a single engine multi-role combat aircraft under the program of light combat aircraft. So the first statement was incorrect, and the second statement was correct because it the Mark 1A version will got equipped with the active electronically scanned array radar. So the answer is option A, one only. Yes. With this, we move to the next topic. The celebration of famous Shanghai festival has resumed after 2 years of gap because of the ethnic violence over the state, and recently the governor of Manipur, Ajay Kumar Balla, has inaugurated the Shanghai festival on November 21 to 22. So we also has to note about the Shanghai festival, and it's relevant for our UPSC prelims, and it will be the Manipur's biggest tourism festival, which is being organized by the Manipur Tourism Department, and the celebration will be in the annual basis, and it has been named after the species known as Shanghai deer, which is also known as Manipur brow antlered deer, and this Shanghai deer will be the state animal of Manipur, and the celebration of this Shanghai festival showcases the indigenous arts and craft of the land, and it also exemplifies the handloom and handicrafts of the people and the tribal ethnicity, and it also exemplifies the valley culture of that region, and it also showcases the adventurous sports, music, food and indigenous games of the land. And the celebration of this Shanghai festival has its own historical background. It got formally celebrated, started to be celebrated from the year of 2010, and it later got upgraded to an international tourism event, and the conduction or the celebration of this Shanghai festival will be held under various multiple venues, and the location of celebration will be under the held across the Manipur state under various venues such as Imphal, Moirang, Kaibul Lamjau area and Hapta Kangjai Bang. And we also has to take a note about the Shanghai deer, which is also important for our UPSC prelims environment preparation, and the scientific name of this species is Reservus LD, and according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, it got the status of endangered species, and according to the CITES, it got enlisted as a Appendix 1 species, and the habitat of this Shanghai deer will be Kaibul Lamjau National Park of Manipur, which is the world's only floating national park. So kindly note that. And with respect to this Kaibul Lamjau National Park, we also has to note about Loktak Lake, which is adjacent to this Kaibul Lamjau National Park under the buffer zone of that national park, and this Loktak Lake will be the largest natural freshwater lake in the northeast region of India, and it also has the unique feature or the unique ecosystem known as Fumdis. Fumdis, please note this term Fumdis, which is a Manipuri word known as the floating mats of soil or vegetation. So this can be reflected in our UPSC prelims, and this Loktak Lake has been categorized or designated as the Ramsar site in the year of 1990 and got governed by the Environmental Protection Act of 1986. So kindly note that. And according to the national significance with respect to the Shanghai deer, it symbolizes the Manipur's cultural identity. And here is the picture of Shanghai deer, which is having the habitat under the Kaibul Lamjau National Park. Moving to the prelims practice question, consider the following statement about Shanghai festival in Manipur. First statement, the festival is named after an endangered deer species found primarily in Kaibul Lamjau National Park. Second statement, the Shanghai deer is listed in CITES Appendix 2 and is classified as vulnerable by the IUCN. Third statement, Kaibul Lamjau National Park is the world's only floating national park. Which of the statements given above are correct? So in this question they have asked about the correct statement, and the first statement was correct because it is named after the endangered deer species known as Sangai deer. And the second statement, it is incorrect because it has been listed in the appendix. Sorry, it has been listed in the appendix 2 and has been classified as endangered, not vulnerable. So this statement was incorrect, and it has also the highest protection of India, which is the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And the third statement was correct because it was the world's only floating national park. And the answer will be option A, one only. Yes. With this, we move to the next topic. This news article from the Press Information Bureau discusses in detail about the recently passed act known as the Code on Social Security 2020, which is an amending and consolidating act towards the various social security laws in the country to get into an unified legal framework. And what is the overview of this code? It consolidates 9 social security laws into an unified single legal framework code, and the focus was moreover to the universalization of the social security and to enhance the portability and to be an enhanced tech enabled platform for the social security for the unorganized or organized and as well as the gig platform workers. And it also enhances the and it also involves in the aiding of support to ease of doing business and the worker welfare. And here are the 9 various social security laws which got consolidated into an unified single comprehensive legal framework. And here what are the list of key reforms that has undertook under this social security code. With respect to the gratuity, the fixed term employees are eligible to get the gratuity after the completion of 1 year on a proportionate basis. And the gig, with respect to the gig and platform workers, for the first time they got recognized under the Social Security Code of India under the legal framework, and also a separate fund known as the Social Security Fund got established, and a board under the central as well as state also has been established to oversee to the provision of benefits as well as the social security fund of both the gig and platform workers, and to provide the benefits of insurance, health and maternity support, etc. And with respect to the EPF, that is the Employee Provident Fund coverage, it has been extended to all the establishment with more than 20 workers, and the uniform wage definition also has been enhanced, like it will be more inclusive with the basic pay plus dearness allowance and also the retaining allowance. And if at all there is any other allowance such as the housing rent allowance or any other allowance needs to be added back to this wages, so that the employee will get more benefit under the provident fund and the gratuity, which is the 50% rule. And the national database has been established, and the unified national database for the unorganized worker has been established under the UWIN portal, which is an Aadhaar based universal ID will be provided to the unorganized workers or the gig employee workers that need to be registered for enhancing the portability. And the employee state insurance corporation also has been expanded to the national wide level, and the mandatory for, and it also has to be the mandatory for the hazardous work even with the worker of one in nature. And women centric measures and reforms are most important with respect to the social security code. There will be a provision for the 26 weeks of maternity benefits will be provided under this social security code, and the women can opt out for the work from home option after the maternity, and also the legal medical certificates will be provided by the registered medical practitioners, ASHA workers as well as auxiliary nurse or midwives. And there will be an cash provision of rupees 3,500 will be a medical bonus if the establishment will not provide any postnatal or prenatal care, the women will get the amount of rupees 3,500, and the crest facility will be established with more than 50 employees, and also the cash benefit of rupees 500 will be provided for the each child up to the age of 2, and the nursing breaks of 2 breaks will be provided for the child will have to attain the age of 15 months. And it also enhances the ease of doing business, and it also has an unified digital platform which completes the digital compliances of registering as well as the returning, and the time bound PF inquiries will has to be initiated within the year of 5 years and conclude within the year of 2 years, and the separate person has to be appointed, such as the inspector cum facilitator. On web based random inspection will be conducted under this person has to take this inspection, and the decriminalization will has to be initiated within the day of 30-day correction window, and the lower appeal deposit will be 25%, and compounded effect of this first time offences will be around 50 to 75%. And with respect to the pro-employment focus, it establishes a separate center known as the career centers for job matching as well as vocational guidance, and the fixed term employment or the fixed term employees will get the benefit as like the same permanent workers, which also includes the universal coverage with respect to the gig workers, platform workers, unorganized workers, and the self-employed. So it will treat all the workers into the same line and get the overall social coverage, and will enhance their working environment. And what is the significance with related to this social security code? It moves India towards the universal, inclusive, and technological driven social security one, and it also supports the gig economy workers and migrant labor mobility, and also the women workforce participation in the work labor force, and also balance the labor flexibility within the welfare, and also aligned with the vision of India, that is Viksit Bharat of 2047. Moving to the mains practice question, the question is the Code on Social Security 2020 is considered a transformative step towards universal and inclusive social social protection in India. Discuss how the code addresses the vulnerabilities of informal, gig, and platform workers while balancing the need for labor flexibility and ease of doing business. So this will be in 15 more question. We need to answer within the 250 words. So take this question and post your answers in the comment section given below. We will evaluate and give the feedback in the comment section itself. With this, we move to the next topic. And coming to the prelims focus, and the first topic for today is Swavlamban 2025, which is the seminar conducted by the Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization of Indian Navy. And this year it will be the 4th edition conducted at New Delhi under the theme Strength and Power Through Innovation and Indigenization. And the primary focus of conducting this seminar is to bring together the innovators, industry partners, academicians, and various other micro, small, and medium enterprises along with the startups, which will enable them to have the platform for collaboration and to have the room for deliberation, which will eventually contribute towards the shaping of future naval capability developments. And the second topic is the observation of 4th World Statistics Day, which was observed every 5 years on the date of 20th October, and it was initially started to get observed in the year of 2010, which is initiated by the United Nations General Assembly. And this year, that is 2025's theme of World Statistics Day is quality statistics and data for everyone. So this date and this theme will be very important not only for our UPSC prelims, and it is also very important for other government examinations such as banking as well as SSC. And the primary aim of observing the World Statistics Day is to acknowledge that the production of reliable and timely statistics, which will be the indicator of a country's progress, which is indispensable for the taking informed policy decisions. So this is also very important. And with respect to the India, the Statistics Day in India has been observed every year on the date of June 29th, which will be the birth anniversary of the famous statistician Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis. So he is renownedly called as PC Mahalanobis. So this will be very important, and this date is also very important. This is the date under which the National Statistics Day has been observed on India. So the first National Statistics Day was observed in the year of 2007 in India. So this is also very important. And moving to the next topic, the topic is 7th anniversary of the National Sample Survey. So this is also an important topic which is held at the celebration will be held at Udaipur, and it was organized by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation on the observance with the day of World Statistics Day. And the primary aim of this anniversary of National Sample Survey is to recognize and the contribution of generations of field staffs, statisticians, and the involvement of institutional partners who have upheld the integrity as well as credibility of the National Sample Survey over the years of 75 years. So this is also very important. Please note that. And moving to the prelims practice question with reference to World Statistics Day, consider the following statement. The first statement, it is an annual event observed globally on 20th October. And the second statement, the observance of World Statistics Day was initiated by the United Nations General Assembly in the year of 2010. Which of the statements given above are correct? So in this question, they have asked about the correct statement, and the first statement was incorrect because it is not an annually observed event. It is observed only every 5 years. So the first statement was incorrect, and the second statement was correct because it was observed as the World Statistics Day under the initiative of United Nations General Assembly in the year of 2010, and the correct statement will be option B. Answer yes. With this, we came to the conclusion of this episode. And hope you guys like the video. Please share your positive comments and suggestions in the comment section given below, and share the video to your friends. And don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon for receiving prompt notification. Thank you for watching us. Have a great day.